Alright, folks. I think we're live again. I got us on BRB here. Yeah, try refreshing now, and I will unpause everybody and we'll get back into this game. Kind of got us on the BRB sign at the moment. So, would it... Nah, we could go a little longer before we take that break here. Let's try to get this situated here. Let me go ahead and finish getting StreamRaiders caught up. I know a lot of us like to play some StreamRaiders while we're watching our D&D game, so I'm going to go ahead and get you caught up there. And then we're going to get right back into this game in just a second. I just want to make sure that it's acting properly and we can continue without issue. That's priority one. Alright, unmute you guys. Hello, welcome back everybody. And we're back to live screen. Once again, I think the problem might be a webcam issue. So what I'm going to do, I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to go ahead and turn off webcam for today. I'm sure you all are upset, but we're going to see what that does. I'm a little upset because I bought a green screen and I don't even get to use it, so I'll have to fix that. But it might have to be something where I have to actually save the I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, don't worry about it.
OBS updates a lot. It could just be this version.
Yeah, it could be too. I might just need to uninstall and reinstall it as well. So a lot of things it could be, because yeah, I didn't do that because it was already on the computer and I was trying not to have to do that. But if that's the case, that's what I'll do next. All right, so we are back. Everybody should be hearing us, right? If anybody's out there, let me know if the sound quality is horrendous, terrible, or if you can hear anything. I believe we're okay though. I'm looking at all the meters, they seem to be peaking properly. Okay, what were we?
I'm hearing your voice anyway.
Yeah, cool, yeah. And should hear his voice if you're still listening there. So we were still on the cart. We switched out with Kronk. Everybody else was able to maintain a long rest. Kronk, however, he will be going back to his long rest as he finally gets off the cart to take his rest. Apparently you're still 2 to 4 hours. It's hard to tell at this moment how long it's going to take, but you switch drivers, and if there was something you guys were saying before we cut out, please return to that if you would.
I was just gonna say I was rewarding the horses once we get back to Shandora.
Right. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and have you make another perception check. Vol.
Alright. Also, Jack, you're no longer seeing dark vision anymore.
Well, that's fine. Now it's morning.
Doesn't matter.
I see all!
You deserve something for that, right? How does an army of Yanti sound? Whoa, wait. I didn't roll that right, did I?
I was about to sit there
It's like, oh, apparently we're getting the gold dragon again, everybody. Good job.
Yeah. No, I forgot to put the 1D in front of it. Whoops. That's scary. Woo. No. 20. Interesting, but it is okay. Okay. Hold on. I could probably work with this. All right, so you're on the road.
Somehow it
you're
actually
starting
is
to go back.
Nah.
You are currently going back into a forest region of the road, though, as one does, right? The fall weather definitely making itself known. Feel free to have conversations if you need them.
So, does anyone know how I can tell that seamstress we're not gonna happen without breaking her heart?
So, well, you could just be honest with her, especially about your established relationship.
Just don't hold hands anymore. That's how I found out.
Sure.
Shut up. I went down here on purpose.
I wish I could help out with you on that, Jack, but I really don't know. I haven't been in one before, and I don't know how to handle that.
Great.
Just tell her you're not into hand holding. Jeez. How hard can it be after that?
Cause I need her to stitch Coach back on the bag.
Sorry, that's me out of character having a chuckle.
I mean, you could just... If that's the problem, Jack, why don't you just ask one of us to just do it for you?
Do any of you even know how to sew?
No, I was mean like we just go in instead of you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, that would
That
definitely
would be
fix the
better.
problem, wouldn't it?
But I'm not gonna do it, Jack.
and why not?
You want me to go in there and tell her you don't want to hold her hand anymore?
No,
I mean, hearing it from a third party is not good, but at least hearing it's good enough.
Gotcha. Okay, well, why won't you go in there and do it?
2 reasons. 1, I feel like it'd be the most responsible thing for you to do it. Because then at least you don't have to worry about it later, right? Imagine you come back with whoever you're with, and then she sees it.
The horses stop. And
Second thing, oh,
as you kind of like turn, you could see a tree growing in the middle of the road. That wasn't there before.
slowly just whispers to the group. Do trees normally do this?
What's going on
Chris-
up there, Vo?
Christopher turns his head to Kronk. Yeah, Kronk, did you do that? Does this normally happen?
Krog is just
And
ZZing
Kronk will
away.
snort in his sleep because everyone's just still being quiet.
Christopher starts poking his stick at Kronk. Kronk, we might
Are we
actually
there yet?
desire your assistance.
Oh, that was just rude.
You know that's not what he meant.
Are we there yet?
So, it appears that there's been a branch in the road.
Yeah, because
correction.
Jack is lost on what to do about the seamstress. It's very important that he knows to tell her that she's not going to hold his hand anymore.
Let me clarify this, kind of like says a
Huh?
little bit louder. It's like, there's not a branch on the road. Let's just say it walked onto the road.
It's growing out of the road.
Oh, okay. It's like it's growing out of the.
like it
Do
looks like
trees
it's
grow
been
that
there
fast?
before. Yeah, it looks like it's been there this whole time, but you know for a fact it couldn't have been because you guys came from this direction.
Like, I don't know about trees and whether or not they grow that fast, but trees don't grow that fast.
For someone who says they don't know.
Well, if we're still in bandit country and there's a spellcaster among them, it could just be an illusion. I guess one of us could go check and tap on it and see if a bandit pops out.
I'm glad
Right.
you volunteered.
Oh, good job,
I-
Jack. You're a team player.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna take care of it. No, alright. Start going this way. As I head upwards, I don't know if I'm getting too close to this other tree.
It doesn't
That good
seem
old
to do
good
anything.
old Jack Bunyan rolls up his sleeves.
Yeah, to you it just looks like another tree, okay?
Yeah.
But the one that's in the road is actually this one that's blocking your path.
So I'm gonna just walk over to it.
Yeah, like this one here wouldn't even be a concern.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a look and try to move my hand through it. I'm assuming it's an illusion.
As you do, you feel the hard wood of a tree brush against your hand.
Are you sure this sprouted up on the road? And not just was here?
Jack, I want you to understand. I know the road we traveled on. I didn't go around a tree in the middle of the road. Especially, here's a question for you, Star. Now, this is a road travel often, so like the ground's kind of like beaten down.
Mm-hmm.
So dirt, kind of like there's a pathway obviously there.
Right.
This tree's in the middle of this pathway.
Right. Looks
like,
like
so
it's been
Jack-
there this whole time, but you know for a fact it hasn't.
So Jack, unless you know why trees can suddenly grow out of nowhere, in the past, looks at the imaginary watch, 10 hours ago, I don't think that it's normal.
Kronk,
It could
are druids like you capable of growing trees this quickly?
We can do it sometimes, but we would not try to hinder people this way.
Well, if a druid didn't do it, why would it suddenly be there?
There are some trees that do move on their own.
Is there a way to test if they move on their own? Or are they nice?
Yes. And Kronk's just gonna watch the tree.
You watch. And he's doing what he said he's doing. He's watching.
Jack, why don't you try to be friends with the tree? Maybe it'll move? Maybe pushing on it?
Yeah, I mean, it could be like another magic spell, like maybe there's a spell that makes trees grow fast. But let's try it your way first. I'm gonna just gently pat the tree. Hey, buddy, could you just move a little bit to the side so we can pass through here?
Christopher kind of like whispers to Arthur, you know, I always just assumed that Lillian was joking about there being tree huggers, but I'm starting to wonder if there actually is a descriptive term.
By the way, hey, it's Peanut. Thank you for the follow. That just sounded fun to say. Jack, roll me a persuasion check for a tree.
Natural 20.
It uproots itself, and on its turn, scoots over 20 feet.
I believe that is one of those moving trees. And Kronk will wave at the tree.
The tree waves back.
Oh my god!
And then it goes back into its normal T pose.
You mean
Oh,
it's
that's
tree
hilarious.
pose?
Yes. It tree poses into its own shape there.
I just want to imagine Vol's eyes are just widen up, that her mouth dropped, go like, I don't believe that that worked.
Apparently its former user speaks common. Lucky you. Sometimes you have to
Christopher.
speak Elvish or... Druidic. Go ahead.
No, Christopher is just staring blankly at the road in front of him, just like speechless, like he's not there anymore.
But a unicorn is like a puppy to you.
Kronk has his points there.
Yes, unicorns are normal.
Kronk's
Hey,
just
Walt.
gonna gesture at the tree.
Normal.
Like, that is extraordinary.
Apparently Christopher didn't run
Kronk's
into the
gonna cuddle
wicked
up
trees
again.
in time. Print the... Alright. Vo, you're able to continue. Do you do so? And Jack, do you want to get back in the cart?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give the tree a little, like, a confused look and a wave. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that was okay. All right, that
You
was beats my idea.
you hear a raspy voice kind of go, "You're welcome."
Immediately starts spurring the horses. Go like, that. This is the first. This is not something I see every day, or at all.
And we go, right?
Yeah.
We go.
Well, that was an interesting encounter indeed. Yep, 3 awakened trees was rolled, and there you go, you resolved it. Alright, and you continue on to Shandora. It's about another 2 or so hours away, so is there anything else happening before you actually reach the city? Like anything you want to check on, or anything you want to talk about? Because, you know, you got this person here who's just been lounging away. Seems really
So-
comfortable, though. Maybe Vol's right. He does like bondage. Or Christopher was right. Sorry.
I mean, if you're good at being a bandit, you had to start loving what you do to people often, right?
Something like
Maybe
that.
he just has hands-on experience
Uh-huh.
and loved it a bit too much.
Indeed. Yes, maybe, perhaps.
But serious question once we get there. They're gonna
Gonna let
ask
me-
questions why there's someone's tied up. What do we say to the guards at the gate?
Yes, Jack, what do you say to the gods?
We took out the cunning brutes. We killed its leader Brutus, aided the other bandits, and we have their enforcer.
And then you're gonna hand me over like a good puppy, right?
Oh, I'm gonna make sure we get a reward first.
Oh, yes, would hate for you not to get that reward.
Oh, we probably should have grabbed Brutus. Did we put Brutus on the cart, or did we leave him behind?
We left him behind to become fertilizer.
All right.
That
I
is
mean,
the
we
way
have-
of Kronk.
I mean, do we really need him? We could just kind of have his, like, points to the battle axe. Might have something connected to him.
Maybe. I guess if they need a body, we can just point out to where it is and also warn them of the trees. But yeah, I just think when
Well,
we're
they
back,
did
we
seem
end
to
up-
be. They didn't exactly seem to be threatening trees. I think they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, it kind of beat my idea to use great axe to chop them down. That might have
That
been a
would have been
bad
a great
idea.
idea. That would have been a great idea. That would have actually done something.
You know, Jack, I'm gonna tell you this now, from what you experience. I doubt you will ever swing an axe at a tree again, for how nice they were with you, weren't they?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if they didn't move, I was definitely gonna use the axe. I could have used a fire spell, but that would have been that might have burned the whole forest down.
Full whispers to herself, baby steps, baby steps.
Alright, chat, we were just getting the bead on certain people just to check to see how things are.
So, then, I'll let them know that we caught a bounty. You let them know... Did he even have a bounty at all?
Oh, I have no idea.
So, we captured someone, and we don't know if they have a bounty.
I
We
mean,
had to
they
go
might.
exchange acorns.
I mean, is he recognizable in Shandora at least? Do people know he did bad things?
Maybe.
I haven't been in Shandor in years. This will be a welcome home party. Oops.
Stops asking questions, go like, I need to see what happens. And I continue to Shandora.
Fair enough. Within a couple hours, you guys make it to the gates that you're all familiar with. The western gates are, you know, guard posted and open to traffic. As you come in, you can see a few guards just kind of like glancing, like we seen on Friday where they were intensely checking every cart that came in. These guys here more relaxed. There's only 2 on duty. They kind of like come up to a cart before you. They kind of like ask a few questions and then let them in. And then you guys pull up and the guards kind of like stop, say, "Hey, where have you been? What's your plans here in Shandor?" Wait a minute, don't I think I recognize you guys. You guys are from here, right?
We were just here a bit ago,
Right.
and, I just picked up my horses from there.
Right.
We're just back from doing a little bit of hunting and picking up things. I think we also got a bounty, but we might need someone to confirm that. Might need
Yeah,
to talk to the guy without a hat and permanently bad hair.
There's a tabaxi back here tied up, sir. Oh gosh, I hope it's not another one of those. Kind of like comes back to the back of the carriage. So what's up with the tied up tabaxi? Oh god, I'm in so much trouble.
This little tabaxi fella is Kenan the Brute, enforcer of the Cunning Brutes.
Can you
And we
believe
don't
they're
have-
trying to slander me?
Yeah, well, we would have brought Brutus and the others, but they're all dead.
Mighty convenient.
I mean, we have Brutus's great axe. We got some cannon stuff here if you want to.
He
I have
didn't
no
like me very
idea.
much.
I don't know what you're even talking about. I don't know who Kinnan is or what it is you're talking about, but if you have a criminal, you could take him to the guard outpost right inside if you want. I could take you there right now if you want.
Please do. I'd rather, take him now. He's been talking about bondage nonstop. I don't know why he does that. Kind of making it sound like Kenan's worse.
I know these ropes. Oh, they just got me so good. Oh, this rope.
You see why?
Yeah.
Do you understand me, guard?
I suppose you got a point. Follow me around the corner here. I'll take you to the outpost here, and we'll check you in.
So, wait, why does that line sound familiar? Was that from Chill Touch?
Shh.
No, there's another book. It's called Tied Behind One's Hand. It's a real tearjerker. Or is it a tearjerker? I don't know, one of the 3.
Slowly writing this note down. Kind of like, I will find this book.
Alright. You get led by the guard to take the horses, and you kind of like park in the stable section of this miniature looking office area for a guard post. He kind of like opens the door, leads you in. It has a singular cell where they can like put a couple prisoners, like a holding cell. This isn't their main building, but he could definitely take care of the job here. And you could just like, here's the question. So he leads you here. What exactly are you doing in matters mainly concerning Kenan? Like, what are you doing with him? Like, are you bringing him in, or lead me on this endeavor so I can feed you the information that you will need from me in a short amount of time?
I will leave this to Jack and whoever he invites to help out.
Famous last words.
I will.
Nothing.
Huh? Okay.
No, nothing. Go ahead.
I will invite, I guess, Kronk and Vol. And if anyone else wants to join in voluntarily, they may.
Oh, I'll come.
Yeah, go ahead. I should.
You said voluntarily. I'm here. Let's do it.
Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna bring him up to the desk counter or whoever's up there.
Yeah, this
Wow.
guard goes around the desk and pulls out like a notepad and some files and documentations and stuff, just kind of like getting set up here. So you're okay, Kenan, you said your name is. Let me go through some notes here. Takes a little bit of time, and you have Kenan right there with you, right? So who's in this room with us, just to clarify? Shella,
Hey, Kronk went with.
Kronk,
I went in as well. I'll probably be
Bo.
just watching the door since Kronk's stronger than me. He could just pick
Okay.
up Cannon.
and then Jack, and then anybody else?
I mean, I guess at that point it's Christopher and Arthur just like waiting by the cart? Question mark.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I just want to make sure I know where everybody is, because Kenneth is definitely taking observation on the situation. Like, he seems to be shifty-eye. Vol, you can kind of, like, notice him glancing around looking for... Like, he's definitely looking for something. But, you know, he just kind of, like, turns back every time he notices your gaze towards him, but you kind of, like, catch him in that moment.
I
But the guard...
slowly pull out one of my scrolls and just keep a hand on it. Just waiting for him to react.
Are you trying to hide that action?
No, because he doesn't know what I have.
No, but he would notice you moving your hand toward the scroll.
Right.
So I'm just going to make a general perception check for him. Which will go to Whisper. Okay.
Whisper.
So with that, he kind of like looks towards you and then towards where your hand is and just kind of like looks away. So you know he knows you know. But the guard kind of like goes over, well, there's been some mysterious bandits, but I don't see anything in particular about anyone named Kinnan, or what was the other name you said?
Brutus.
Brutus? Yeah, I don't see anything in our dossiers that have any information about those two. Would you look at there? I'm an innocent cat that's just being taken in by the tail.
Out of curiosity, then, kind of like you see Vol say from the distance, is it because he was already paid off? Like, you know, the bounty was just bought? I know people can do that sometimes. So there might be records of that.
There's no records. That's the thing. I don't see anything here. I mean, look, we can put them in the holding cell, and I'll check with the magistrate and make sure that there's nothing serious on a, like, it might be sealed records or something. Like, they would have to double check their efforts. But if he hasn't committed any crimes near Shandora or in the kingdom for the past 5 to 10 years, like, it's high probability we don't have any information on him.
No, he has definitely done stuff within the past 5 to 10 years. Maybe
I
you might know
call
him by another name.
slander. I demand a lawyer. These hypocrites are taking me in against my will.
I'm a bounty hunter. All right?
Yes, so
Listen,
where's your bounty? I'm not on bounty. Check that out.
I mean, out of curiosity, then, what happens if he's associated with the Tazeract? Is there just a general bounty for people that may be connected or so? I don't know. I don't want him. And if it helps you out too, he tried to assault us with arrow before we even saw him.
They try to steal my stuff, so it's all hearsay.
Okay, look, you might know him by another name. He is known as Kenan the Brute. The leader was a half-orc, known as Brutus the Cunning.
Yeah, look.
Brutus led the Cunning Brutes, and he was the enforcer. They have been doing banditry for years now, and they have joined with Tazareth.
Oh, you know what? I could see that the skies are dimming on my horizon here. Why don't we just settle this? Let the guilty scores of the Red Sea blow into its harbor as they were. Yeah, sure, I guess. The guard kind of like shaking his head a bit and says, I guess I'll take him in then. If you want to guide him into that cell there, I'll free him of his bindings. And he opens up a cell door nearby. Do you free him of his bindings?
I will.
As you go to do so, the bindings just fall off. He broke out of them hours ago. Oh, sorry about that.
You decided not to run. Why is that, Kenan?
Oh, you got me, Jack. And he walks into the cage and lets the door slam behind him. Whatever shall I do? The bounty hunter has claimed me. Door locks. He shakes the bars to test the door. Well, it seems like I'm stuck here for a while.
So, Kenan, and I'm gonna lean in towards the bars and go to a whisper.
Meow.
How quick do you expect to escape?
How quick do you think I need to?
I'm guessing you'll leave by nightfall.
So you're putting a time limit on me. Is that a challenge, I hear?
Well, that is because if you escape, break out, you'll definitely have a bounty on you if you don't have one already.
I know, Jack. I know how the law works. And the funny thing about that, who says I have to break out? Oh, Jack, you've got me in the corner here, my friend. And he puts a hand paw up by his head, just kind of like fainting a bit. Oh, woe is me. I am doomed to eternity in these hellish bars.
I'm sure they'll pick something up on you. and you'll
I'm
rot in a
sure.
dungeon.
Yeah, well, I will do what I can, the guard says as he kind of like passes off. He's in our care now, so if you wish to go ahead and take your leave, I'll find out about any rewards or any information that I can pass on to you. Just leave your contact details where I can find you, and then I will make sure that, you know, the right person comes and gives you the reward you need.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Vol and Kronk and just be like, alright, where do we want to tell him where to find us?
I mean, are we planning to go somewhere else besides the, inn? Or, I don't know, are you hoping we buy a house?
Well, I mean, I do want to try to keep an eye on this place for later to see when and if he either escapes or someone buys him out.
Why don't you just ask him to give us updates later? Like, if someone does buy him out, we could just at least know. It might relate with the, reward. Am I right? Kind of like looks at the guard. I imagine that
Oh.
would affect us, right? Is that possible?
I mean, I just need to know where you're at. And, like, that's all I need, really. Just where to find you. Yeah, you'll get whatever information we need to give you. Like, what we need to give you. Nothing... You know, we're still guards of the city. We don't have time to report on you about every little detail, so...
Oh,
unless
no,
it's
I'm
something,
aware.
unless it's something
I understand.
important. Yeah, we're busy. We're very busy right now. And in case you didn't know, there was like a big earthquake yesterday, and a lot of rubble still being messed with. But, this is important too, so don't worry. We will get back to you as soon as we can. If
Wait,
there's any
earthquake?
information. Yeah, somebody... I mean, not somebody, but the brewery, it's been totally destroyed. It's definitely hit a lot of homes with that one. Like,
Kind of like just Vol kind of thinks about it. It's like, isn't that the brewery right by the inn? There's an
The
inn right by
inn?
it, right?
the inn is perfectly fine, thank God. But where are they going to get their brew? That's what I'm worried about. Having that after drink after you get off work, I'm going to miss those days so much if we don't get another brewery here in town. We would have to get ours imported. You know how much that's going to cost? Ale's going to go up. I'd make a paltry sum, but anyway, that's my problem, not yours. I apologize, but
Then, does that answer your question, Jack?
Sure. I guess, I'll look for Jack Van Zandt at the, and I'll look back to Von Croc. What the hell was the name of the inn again?
above table, or do you want it?
Above it.
Wolf Stray Inn.
Yeah, Wolf Tree Inn.
Right. At that inn, come to Jack Van Zandt.
All right.
If I'm not there, leave it with Paulina.
Okay, that's easy enough to do. Yeah, I'll definitely be happy to tell Paulina about it. Kind of like dust off his uniform as if he's thinking about going to see Paulina now or something.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Before Vol
Did-
goes out, she gives... Oh, go ahead, Kronk. Go ahead, Kronk.
Did they move the quest board somewhere then?
Oh, should still be in the guild hall. Even though it was... Okay, funniest thing is, it only took out the brewery. It didn't affect any other buildings nearby. Like, the Adventure Guild was very close by, but it didn't do anything there. It just... The brewery, boom, down. gone away. So be careful in that area, but I think you're fine otherwise. Well, I'll let you guys get back to it, and I'll have some guards go and get the captains, and we'll see if we can find out if there's a reward for this and get back to you as soon as we can, okay?
I'm gonna give the guard 20 gold and just kind of be like, just in case if the drinks do get too more expensive. Don't want your group to kind of get, you know, sober in a
Man,
tiring
is this
time.
is this a look? This is way too
It's
much
not a
money.
bribe.
If I take this, yes, but if I take this, I might as well just quit.
I mean, if you'd rather not take it, how about just come meet at the tavern? I'll just cover.
I mean, that's more fair. I just say 20 gold. I can get by for a year without pay.
Yeah, but after a year, you're kind of lost
Yeah,
a
but
job and you probably won't get rehired.
Oops. Because I have to go somewhere then, huh? Thanks for the 20 gold.
Basically, just kind of like, well, I didn't give it back yet until you kind of just pointed that out. It's like when I said I'll take it and spend it for you if you come over.
Oh no, he's like, you already handed over, right? He's like, I'm just saying, like, he was just making a keen observation, then in his head he made a choice, like, well, thank you for the 20 gold then. I mean, you could try to take it away from him if you want.
No, like I was kind of like thinking he was denying it, but okay.
He had second thoughts. Maybe it's the DM's fault for having him, but you know.
But I think that's the end of that.
Alright, you guys have a good one. There are several bars in this place and none of them serve liquor. Someone please shut that damn kobold up.
You know, out of curiosity, kind of looks at like Jack as they're walking. If he's going crazy, do you think the person that you told us that got your thing would be going crazy, or do you think they just figured a way to get around it?
Wait, who's going crazy?
Wasn't your purpose of making her kind of like talk the things in this is to make it so that whatever that lady did to you, the one that murdered you?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I don't know who else you're talking about.
I'm just meaning her, like, didn't you want to annoy her?
Well, yeah. But is someone else saying something?
I just keep hearing a voice.
Is it hers?
Why don't you ask Shella?
Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like that Leon guy we talked to.
Oh, that's right, he has one. I kind of forgot. Yeah, Shelly, you might want to stop. Because if you piss off Leon, you're going to piss off Ira.
Oh no, we would not want to piss her off. She's a friend. She's fun to be around.
Yeah, so just kind of stop speaking in that stone unless it's Amara. But don't actively try to talk to her. Wait for her to talk to you.
Okay. Persuasion check.
Dun dun dun!
10.
She quickly whispers into the stone. Okay, I'm not gonna talk anymore unless Amara initiates. Over.
Just hear a scream over the call.
Eventually Leon's like, you know what? I just decided I don't need this thing anymore, and dumps it into a pond.
Yeah, probably gonna head back to the inn. Maybe do some shopping. Who knows?
Okay, so now we can go back to the end. Let me see, where is it?
Hold on. Time out.
Too late. What's up?
It's like as they're walking out, Christopher's going, it's like, so how did it go in there?
Seems like what I thought was strange is that he doesn't have a bounty came true.
Well, if he stayed out of being caught, being known, he wouldn't. But it was worth a shot. Besides, he'll either escape or someone will buy him out. So we should try to keep an eye on this place if we can.
So, for clarity, Jack, so you ran with these individuals for a few years, did you not?
Yeah.
And so, were they a common name place while you were with them during that time? Did the people of this place, especially the guards, know of their existence?
Oh, I mean, not really. And we was more towards, like, maybe other bandit groups. Just like, hey, this is who we are, stay back. Or maybe merchants, if we had to actually be like, this is who we are, give up your stuff. But Kenan was usually the one to, make him give up the stuff. We didn't, like, actively go around saying, hey, this is who we are, come find us out way over here. It would defeat the purpose of setting ambushes.
Did you at the very least tell them that they're under suspicion of grand larceny?
I told them they were part of Tazareth and that they were a bandit group known as the Cunning Brutes, but they have
That
to
doesn't
look it
mean
up.
that's not answering my question, Jack.
Look, without, like, proof they can't do nothing, they'll look into it. If they come up with anything, they'll come to us.
Christopher just kind of
Besides-
like blinks, pinches the bridge of his nose. And you've been doing this for how long?
Well, here's the thing. My usual bounties were bounties that were obvious, that were known. And so, I would, like you adventurers, kill whatever needed to be killed, and then turn it its head or face. Remember the bounties in Parenthia, the bandits? We just needed the heads. That's basically how bounties work, but since Kenan wasn't an active bounty, we had to take a risk of bringing them in and seeing if they would give anything. But since they haven't, and he might get out, we can at least watch the place and see who buys him out. Then we can try to connect dots of who's higher up, whether it be within Tazareth or someone else. We're playing the long game here. Try to keep up.
I don't believe you're playing the long game. I think you're on a foolish errand.
Oh, really?
It's like,
And
understand
what
that
would
I
be
may have been stuck in a manor all my life, but I'm fully aware of how people work behind the scenes.
Oh, then why didn't you say something before, rich boy?
This is much funner. No, sorry, that's me.
Oh my god!
So frankly,
Because
I probably put too much faith in your experience.
My experience is to just kill him. With Kenan alive, we could have gotten more information, which he was pretty tight-lipped about. Which I could have gotten more information if I just shot him, but none of y'all want that. But at least with him alive, and if they release him, or if someone buys him out, we can at least discover who it is, if they're connected in some way, and we could track them down to wherever their camp or hideout is. And then after that, we can kill Kenan and whoever else, and we don't have to capture him again.
Well, another option you had available, but I suppose it's a bit late now, is that, once again, you could have had them held for suspicity. Wow.
Suspicity.
You could, you could have had them
Supersicity.
held under suspicion for grand larceny until the professor returned, including Leon, who has the ability to break into others' minds for information that they won't disclose.
I mean, I don't want to point out the obvious, but Jack, you could just walk back and tell him that detail.
Now, if you all want to go do that, you go ahead, since you all decided to wait. Let's see what the guard says.
Alright. Kinda doesn't even acknowledge it, just keeps getting off the cart after parking it.
No, you going back inside, Vol? I'll go with you.
Yeah, come hang out with me. I'll let Jack, what he said, I'll hold him to what he said and see how it goes.
I'm actually just gonna go to the door and just peek my head in just to listen.
Alright. So,
And I guess Christopher will just walk in too, because apparently...
responsibilities need to be had. And you could just see as you walk in, the guard is kind of like going over Kinnon's belongings or lack thereof, and taking down note of anything he has, and then just kind of like making sure he doesn't have anything illegal on him and stuff like that. And turns to see you all coming back in. Oh, did you need something?
Oh, we forgot to add some details. Do you want to put down the report? This young man, just mentioned something we forgot.
Sure. What do you got? And reaches over for the book and starts flipping to a page. What else did you need to add to this?
So, well, at the very least, seeing as the professor currently isn't here to do so, it would be important, regardless of what you find or don't find on this individual, that he be at least held until the professor's return regarding the theft of his airship.
And what evidence do you have to kind of like hold him for that? I mean, there's got to be some
Presses the letter left by left by the group. This letter led to the exact location that which this individual was keeping watch over.
I was there
regarding
by coincidence.
So, yes, but here's the problem. No, sorry, hold on, that's not what he says. So, excuse
Yes,
me.
here is the problem.
We were excuse me, I do believe that we were directed to a specific location that you were looking over that just so happened to be connected with the theft of an airship, asking that it be dropped, asking that a certain amount of money be dropped at the exact moment that we arrived. That's hardly a coincidence, sir.
My main, and he kind of turns to the guard, they are definitely tagging on some more details to this report that they cannot prove or disprove otherwise, and I, as a citizen of Tynet...
would you be so kind? So I do believe that you might have in your employ those who can derive the truth from individuals. I can wait.
Oh, well, I would love for you to wait unless you want to be here all day, because I'm not going to be able to make a trip over to the guard camp in order to get those types of individuals. I could get the captain. He can
I have
judge
all day. And he just kind
Oh.
of looks at the tabaxi and even pulls up a chair.
Damn!
Well, it seems like you and I are going to have to become either quick friends, or you're going to have to quit barking up trees that don't make sense.
I mean, do you want me to say, Christopher? I can
You
play
probably
cards with
shouldn't
you.
have climbed up that tree to begin with.
Well, the Crimson Sea blows where it must. Isn't that right, guard? Yes, indeed. Well, I got somebody already going to go get the captain. We'll figure this out in due time.
Can I insight that saying the Crimson Sea stuff?
You're
Yeah, go for it.
outside.
No, he's by
Were
the
you
door.
inside?
He
Oh,
did
he's
say
listening
that
in.
he
He's
was
listening
peeking
in.
his head
listening.
through.
Right. Sorry, forgot.
No, that's fine. Yeah, make an insight check.
I think we
No,
can
no,
all
that's
agree,
pretty-
because this isn't the first weird thing that he said.
I just find it hilarious that Arthur's outside.
Yeah.
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 And he knows that, so that's why he's doing it. At any rate. Alright, then I guess we're all gonna have to be chums right now.
Let me at least, Christopher, are you cool if you stay here while I drop off the cart? The horses are probably really tired.
It's
My lady, you
You need
might
not
as well
worry,
do
Vol.
such a thing. Yes, go right ahead, my dear. We'll be more than happy to stay here until you return. It's nothing off my back. I'll definitely be here.
Now start.
Yes.
But
That
does
insight
does
check.
16 insight
It's
give anything as far as like if that phrase is weird?
oh, definitely. It's weird, and the guard seems to be listening to it for a particular reason or another. You could definitely get the feeling there's some back talk going on.
Christopher points his finger out the doorway, and Arthur, you get a message in your head. Arthur, do you happen to recognize this phrase? And he repeats it word for word.
Arthur, make a history check. Because here's the problem.
Okay.
Certain thieves' cants are related to region. And he's more from Timor than Tainan. But we'll see if he's heard it. Okay, no, he hasn't heard that phrase or what it could mean. So
I
Uh,
advantage? Yeah.
you
We'll go by
could,
advantage.
yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Give myself just below that deck of many things draw.
Aw. I mean, you want me to give it back to you?
Is
I
that,
can.
is that something
Nah.
you want?
Do you want it? I'll give it back. Like,
No,
what do you
God,
want?
no. I'll take the advantage.
All
the
right,
last rogue that pulled a card turned it to a skeleton.
well, somebody gained a 2 ability score last session, so you feeling lucky?
No, I didn't.
Well, do you, punk?
Well, do you? Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
Oh, all
Anyways,
right. So go ahead, reroll.
Would you say I'm within 30 feet of Arthur?
You are
can't
too
possibly
busy
be that far.
paying attention.
Okay.
You don't
11.
even know this conversation's taking place.
In fact, Christopher might poke you in the eye if you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Look.
So Arthur, the phrase doesn't make sense to you because you don't understand the context. Like, you would have to know 3 other things before this phrase could make sense. Because something about it does ring thieves' cant to you, but it doesn't give you the meaning because it seems like there was supposed to be some pretext before it was said. If that makes sense.
Doesn't ring any bells, but might be a good idea. I come and sit in there. I'm bringing dice with me.
He'll just pop another message like, so yes, we could make a game of it. Which in a certain sense probably carries a double meaning.
Kaido looks at Christopher, just keep pointing at things like, so, are you signaling me to go out? Or...
My lady,
Like-
you might as well
Oh.
go ahead and take care of those horses before they lose their breath. You might need them later.
Insight?
Go for it.
I feel like stars just keep throwing things.
I love throwing things. You know how I am.
I am terrible at this.
He's fucking with you hardcore.
He's fucking with me hardcore.
Yeah.
I just eventually even like Christopher, I'll leave you to it then, and I'll come back after like, you know,
So
I'll
if
see
you're
what
worried,
Kronk
Vol,
wants to
don't
go.
worry, I'll be having a friend with me.
Oh, good. I'll take Shello then with me and Kronk.
Oh, okay, good. I'll go with you then. Oh,
I put
wow,
the bat on.
This has been ages ago. Alright.
I just put the bat Chinook on Christopher's head and go like, keep you company. They're not gonna really move much. They're taking a nap. Just a sleeping bat on his head.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go pull these tokens though, because I had it
Weirdly contrasts with his hair color.
squeak softly in your ear as it dangles upside down. Alright. So we're gonna say let's use this as the place you're currently at.
So
Yeah.
that building.
Yeah, we're gonna use this building here with the squiggly circles. This is where you're, because it's a small office space. It's just an outpost, right? It's just right inside the gate, a little bit off the road, and you guys are, like, I don't know. Some of you are coming out, and so Vol is taking the cart with Kronk, Shella. Is that right? Or what's Kronk doing? I guess that's the last thing we got to resolve, right?
Kronk's gonna go and technically with the cart, but he's not going to the tavern. He's going to check Questport.
Okay, fair enough. So Kronk will follow the cart until it stops and then make his way to the chessboard or questboard. Chessboard. Wow. Okay. Yeah. There's some
Krong
chess
turns out
boards
to be
and
a
everything.
grandmaster chess player.
Wrong
like
chess that I was thinking, but okay.
Yeah. And Dorian, would you like to keep full company?
Is that a trick question, boss? I feel like you weren't asking me to be asking me. You were pretty much, yeah, sure, I guess if that's what you want.
But I could command you, but that would be. I do try to treat you as a friend for what it's worth.
No, that's sweet of you, boss. But no, if you need me to go keep an eye on her because you don't trust her, then absolutely, yeah, I'll go do it. You're right, I don't trust her either. I'm gonna go with her.
Blinks.
Yeah. She doesn't believe in playing 52 pickup with me. So,
We could play it in
Can't
the
be.
tavern if it makes you feel better. Yells as Dorian flies over saying that out loud.
alright. I'm just making sure I got all the players on the field. So let me see here. We need Shella. Bring your tokens over if you haven't already. Like, I don't
Yeah, I
know
put myself
how
right by
much.
Dorian.
Alright. I'm looking for... I'm not in the player store. You should know that by now. I'm special. Fuck you, Shella. I am a
Are you saying that you're-
scenario NPC. That's what I am. You're right, Shella. You are special. There you go. Alright. So Kronk is going to be going with you. We have Arthur. Okay, I know what I need. I need Kinnan. That's who I need. And a guard.
While you set up, is it okay we take a break?
You know, this would be the perfect time to take a break. So we're going to go ahead and take 10-15 minutes. Thank you. And we'll be back here shortly. So stay tuned. If you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to leave a follow. And we will be back here in about 5-10 minutes. So enjoy the break. Keep playing StreamRaiders. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, that's my voice that's coming through, and now Discord should be unmuted as well. Welcome back. We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons, and we're finally back from our break. You would have known that if you were here before. We're also playing StreamRaiders, so if you want to place troops, earn some more XP and gold, we are definitely in for that. And want to just continue what we got going on here, where we have delivered Kenan to the guards. This guard is currently the only one here at the building because he came in with you. But some of you, or I guess in this case, like the majority of you, kind of taken up a post here being like, you know what, we'll wait for more people to come here who can actually run this person through the grill, so to speak. So everybody's, well, I guess Arthur and Christopher Chunuk, the bat, are inside and you're still hanging outside, is that right?
Yeah.
Alright, Jack, okay. And then Vol and Shella, along with the lovely, adorable imp known as Dorian, left to park the cart with Kronk. Kronk, I'm missing your token, buddy.
Well, and Kronk also wants to be dropped off at the Adventurers Guild while we're heading to the tavern to put the horses there.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have, like, everything kind of separated in its own tone. There, I dropped your token here, Kronk. Oh, excuse me.
You like just beat me to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick when I want to be. But you were going at Kronk speed. I get it. So, where do we want to start first? So you guys are... Well, I know what's going to happen. Like, this guard is just constantly just nervously looking over his paperwork, looking at all of you just kind of like gathering in. And he's like, alright, well, you guys are going to hang out here. There's some water over there. Some bread tacked up there in the cabin if you're hungry. I don't know. And he just goes back to his paperwork. Oh God, I need a cup. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me get you a cup. Some of that water, please. It's a long drive we came in on. Right away, right away. Pours a cup, a tin cup, hands it up through the bars, and Kenan's got this cup. It's just kind of like drinking the water. And you guys are stone cold silent. Jeez. Okay. Anything, guys? Anything before I move?
I'm just gonna poke my head inside. Y'all having fun in there?
Oh, Jack,
Mega?
are you still here? I wasn't aware.
Oh no, I'm waiting to see how well your stuff goes. Haven't heard a thing.
Clink, 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 clink. Clink, 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 clink. Right by your ear, Jack. As the cell bore window up above your head keeps hearing this metal tin raking across the bars. Clink, 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 clink. Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, Kitty's bored.
Be quiet out there, I'm trying to get some rest.
Wait, whose voice was that?
Kenan.
Kenan?
Yeah, there's apparently some bars that are like up above on the side, and apparently he can hear Jack.
Christopher, you might want to conjure up a ball of yarn for the kitty cat.
Christopher, out of the corner of your eye, you can see Kenan jumping up through the doorway, and you can see like him putting up a middle paw finger. It's just reaching up there, pawing off with the middle.
But Christopher, as he kind of like, pointing a finger in Jack's direction. It's like, I hope you're aware that I'm actually expecting us to fail.
You mean you're expecting yourself to fail?
Just pinches the bridge of his nose, but sends another message. Not the point. Please, Jack, be smart about this.
You're the one that wanted to do it this way by waiting for more information instead of just waiting to see who picks him up.
So sends another message like, to by your own method, I do believe that regardless of like what I do or what you would have done, the results will be the same. The difference is we will have different information.
Difference is, if we had waited, we could have followed them to where they actually go, and then just killed them there.
There's a clinking of bars from the inside this time, and Kinnan calls over to Arthur. Hey, you! Come here a second. I got a question. Are you there, Arthur, or are you muted?
Okay, coming through.
Oh, okay, there
He
you are.
will Put a hand
Sorry.
on his rapier, just slowly move his way, making sure to keep a good 3 feet away from him.
He starts to slip into a different tone, and he goes, Ghost or Shadow? And in Thieves' Cant, he's asking you, are you part of the Shadow Guild, or are you a person who works on their own?
Freelance.
So you kind of like answer him back, Ghost?
Yeah.
Huh. No, that's good. And all this is in Thieves' Cant, so they're definitely talking above in a different manner. And these guys here, you trust them, right? And they're good people. They watch your back, as it were.
Some of them may be a bit more like a leaf upon the wind, but they're as solid as stone.
Let me
Some of
ask.
them are idiots, but they're good.
Since we're having this engagement here, tell me, have you had any troubles with Jack?
Outside, he's an idiot.
And they both just proceed to have a long Thieves' Cant discussion about everything that Jack has done since they've met him.
Yes, pretty much, right?
Yeah, basically.
Don't shorten Arthur's time in the spotlight. Jeez, don't surmise it just yet. Let him get a couple more lines out. I mean, we haven't heard from Arthur all day.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, he's just kind of like, oh yeah, you and I can both agree on that one. He's a little slow on the uptake. More book smart than street smart.
I suppose. Say no, Dingbat, quite not hear all that.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, just kind of out one ear and. What?
Yeah. Nothing. Don't worry about it. But at any rate, as long as Jack's been keeping you protected or safe or whatever he thinks he needs. Like I said, he's more book smart than street smart. That's what I said, in case you missed it.
Okay, I'll still give the same response of just nodding.
And now it becomes a back and forth conversation of but at any rate, so as that kind of like goes on, and if there's anything else in the scene, like it takes a while before anybody even comes. The guard just kind of like keeps pushing the paperwork, tries to stay busy because right now he has to stay here because there's a prisoner, not to mention people who are waiting. But at this time, Vo, you are leading the wagon to the stable nearby where the tavern is, and you look off to the right as you're pulling in, And sure enough, the destruction of the brewery that you once saw before is just totally broken down into like just a flat pile of rubble at this point. There are people on the street who are still kind of like sealing off the cracks that were created, the 10-foot crack that kind of like went into the streetway, and they are currently using like mold earth or any kind of magic that could fill in that gap, or maybe they're using fabrication. Who knows? You're an Eldritch Knight. Maybe you see a couple of these spells, but some of them might be a little bit beyond you, or maybe they're just a different class altogether and don't make no sense. Shella goes, "Oh, look! That place is totally wrecked!"
Kind of stop the cart and go like, "You're definitely right on that. Kronk, do you want us to wait for you while you go into the Adventurers Guild?"
I don't think I'll be very long.
I'll stay out here and maybe we'll see what's going around the area. They might be busy rebuilding it, but wow, Kronk, that's pretty awful over there, isn't it?
I hope they still have a tankard full.
Maybe you can ask the Adventurers Guild if they do. Don't they have a large amount of alcohol out there?
They have some for the questers and some for the regular patrons.
Yeah, they definitely would know about it then.
Maybe someone can tell you what happened here.
Should we
I'll
just
pop
go
up.
with him?
I mean, we could definitely go in. It wouldn't be too long. Kronk wants to look at something. I could ask someone quick while you do that, Kronk.
Maybe they just made too strong of alcohol.
Whoever drank that, I swear to you, is no longer alive, Kronk. And if that is really a drink, damn, where can I get that?
That is one large crack. To the Adventurers Guild!
To the Adventurers Guild.
And Kronk, with your two colleagues and a Dorian, you guys see a mad scramble inside the guild hall. There are more people here than you expected. There are mad people. They're angry. They're upset. And they're like, "You can't be doing this. Why are you closing off the tap? We need drink. We need drink. Did you not see the wreckage next door? There's not going to be another free drink for a while. We have to go import. Matter of fact, all the guild quests now are for trade runs. So if you're not interested in doing a trade run, get the hell out." What? No, I don't want to go. A lot of that going back and forth. And somebody take care of that goddamn cheese order too.
So much cheese I've been hearing about recently. But, well, Kronk, I'm guessing what they just said is resonating. Just trade route deliveries.
Yeah, Kronk, as you go to the adventure board, you could just see like 20 sheets of paper just explaining, go to Pearl Lands, grab imports of liquor and escort it back to town, or go to Jillian Cove, import liquor from Southern Isles and bring it back, or go to the Mages of the Arcana and retrieve the magical wines that they have and bring it back. Basically, import orders from different angles of the country to keep their supply going, and they turned off the tap. They're not giving out any ale at this point.
Well, maybe we will talk to the others. Maybe we can do a merchant run.
Why don't you grab one of the flyers, maybe one of the better ones, and just take the quest when we have them all together, you know?
That sounds good to me. Kronk will grab the one from the Southern Isles.
Alright, cool. That saves me a having to do a random. Alright, cool. So you picked that one. Basically, it tells you to meet up with the importers in Jillian Cove, but, you know, the import is coming from Southern Isle, so there you go.
And with that, back to the tavern.
All right,
To the tavern!
to the tavern, and let's definitely check with Paulina then, because I doubt this is going to be good for business for her, so we might need to help her out.
We are going to the tavern. Oh, wait, he doesn't want me to do that anymore. Shut up, you stupid kobold. I forgot. My bad, fool.
It's okay, Shella. You're doing a good job at the game, but maybe put the rock down before you do the game.
Oh, I guess that might help. And to the tavern you go. Well, you know what? I can switch to that scene at least. And I kind of made it kind of close to each other. Boop, 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 boop. Look, Croc beat us to the tavern. How did that happen?
You know,
I-
he works in mysterious ways.
I came in the other door today.
Oh, I didn't know there were two doors. Oh, wait, no, I did, but doesn't that mean you had to be faster?
Shella, I hope you realize how long it took us to feed the horses and give them pats.
Oh, we were distracted.
Let me check with Paulina, and maybe she'll tell us what's going on. Vol kind of walks up.
Oh, welcome back. What can I get you? For what it's
Well,
worth.
I was gonna ask you if you're doing okay. I was told there was an earthquake nearby.
Yeah, it's a pity what happened there. Across the street just cracked right open and nearly took me with it. I mean, fortunately it was just the brewery, but unfortunately it was the brewery.
Oh, jeez, it's not gonna be good.
Well, I mean, I have stock for at least this month. But yes, next month I'm gonna have to find stock elsewhere if they don't get the brewery up and running. I mean, to face it, they lost a lot of their stock in their warehouse, perhaps. But I don't know. I'll wait for them to figure it out, and for now, I'll just slightly raise prices. I won't go overboard. I want to make sure, you know, everybody gets their kicks. So, you know, the good shit's gonna cost at least 2 gold pieces for a while.
If it helps you out, I did give some guards to, you know, possibly come visit ya. Maybe help you out with patronage, you know?
Whatever. Don't get me wrong. Guards are definitely good for business, but seriously, what are they good for?
Well, besides that, though, we're finally back from our thing. Jack got to do what he needed to do.
Oh boy, goody for him.
Any news around the town besides the earthquake, or... well, I'm not surprised. That probably is the biggest one.
Aside from the professor's airship no longer in his possession and him assembling the Avengers to go get it back, no, nothing really.
Wait, Avengers? Like,
No,
do you know who went with him?
let me see.
Iron Man, Captain America, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Possibly a guest star of, you know, like, Bucky.
No. Alright, do you want the real list or...
Of course on the real list.
I was talking to Shisha, and she was telling me before she left that she was going to be joined with Leon, Pyra, the professor, Ragnar, his wife, Freya, Fexi, one of the kobolds that live with her, Fizzer, let's see. who else?
Wait, you said Visor came with them?
Yeah. It's been a really peaceful week on that front, though. Let me tell you that much. No more soccer in the hallways or the alleyways. People are definitely a lot calmer in that regard, except for the earthquake.
Vol leans back and yells to Shella, go like, Visor's not here, so you can't play with him.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
I didn't know he was a fighter, says to Paulina.
What? Have you not seen his weapon?
No.
Well, you know, it makes sense. He doesn't really show it because it's hidden in a small dagger sheath. but it's actually a very long weapon.
I might have been too traumatized by the fact I milked the cow.
Fair enough. That, by the way, spoiled instantly. Ugh. At any rate,
Then... Oh, go ahead.
there was one more person that I didn't know that joined them. They said it was a young girl, and I'm like, why are they taking a young girl with them? But another person informed me they weren't just a normal girl, if that makes sense. Apparently one of those Warforged type or something. I believe that's what they call them.
Oh. Wait. What do they look like? I think I might know them.
Some little girl with pigtails, or something like that, and had like a tool belt on and stuff like that, a little skirt, little cute thing. I briefly saw her, but yeah, that's pretty much what Shishay told me. I gave him some belongings and things to help him out on the journey. Of course, that was before the event happened, so my generosity doubled. So Kazuya be praised.
That's good to know. I'll let my friends know, since they might know that little girl.
Fair enough. But yeah, they left in a hurry. I saw them over there at that table, doing a, I believe they call it a scrying. So, it
Oh,
seemed
is
like
that
they
a wizard thing?
Wizard or bard, I don't know. Like, the woman and the man, Leon and Pyra, they were the ones kind of like performing them back and back. So, seems like they got some solid information.
Definitely good news.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
I
alright.
couldn't help but notice, where is Jack, let alone the others?
Currently keeping an eye on the person they caught, one of Jack's associates. Strange, though, that my theory was right, though. He didn't really have a bounty, but, you've been in this town for a while, right?
For a bit, yes.
Do you know anyone that might have been in this town for a long time that might know about the Cunning Brutes? That's the name that he kept saying.
I'll have to make a history check on her. Give me just a hot second as I go ahead and get StreamRaiders going. So Paulina's thinking about it, and she has a stat block, so let's check it, guys. History is a flat 20. Alright. So...
It's a good thing someone gave you a reason to give her a stat block.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's not forget how that happened. Some lizard man coming through, tearing up her property. At any rate, and bloodying up her bar.
The dark timeline.
Yeah. So she thinks about it, and it's just, I don't know. There might be some old guards who retired some time ago who were part of a clique that might know something, but I don't know them personally. Like, the Wolf Stray Inn's only been here for a good 5 years. Anyone before them might have information, but that's before my time. Like, I really didn't get a chance to cater to those older gentlemen, if you know what I mean.
Maybe I could pay them a visit, you know? Can't exactly bribe them with alcohol with, like, the older guard people, but maybe just,
Right.
like, a quick visit, sharing stories and whatnot. But it's not a big deal for me. I was more worried about you and what was going on.
I mean, my ears to the floor, don't worry. I'm definitely paying attention. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news at this point that I know of. Oh,
I'll whisper to Dorian about stuff I learned kind of, like, over the course of, like, the time Pauline and I were talking, just so, like, Christopher can get an update.
yeah, as you're trying to talk to Dorian, Dorian's picking his ear.
Poke him in the
What?
other ear.
Hey! Ow, quit. What? No.
I
Pulls out.
was just wanting to send info over to your boss.
Uh-huh. Oh, hey, look at this, Fall, and he shows you a finger of earwax.
That's nice, but kind of like just try to not acknowledge how disgusting that is. I'm trying not to. Oh, I'm
You're welcome.
cringing so
The weird
hard.
part, like probably the weird part though, is that the ball was probably like has like a smoky smell to it.
Yeah, yeah, it's got like it's black and sulfuric. Yeah.
Oh no! I did so well! Ah!
He sniffs it and goes, "Ah, it smells just like home," and flicks it on the floor.
Ah, my head!
Sorry,
Oh.
Bo. Sorry, Bo. I wasn't listening. What were you saying?
All right, back to character. I'm just gonna I just wanted to give an update. Like,
Okay.
just
Well,
all the things.
my ear is cleared now, so go for it.
Then let me just talk into your ear for a bit. Talk into your ear for a bit, and then you know, just tell your boss about it. Yo, Christopher.
Yo, Christopher. Okay, he knows that part. What's next?
I was just letting you know that, basically, tavern's fine. Earthquake hit only the brewery. Lastly, there might be some people that know about the Cunning Brutes, but they're old guards.
Tavern's fine, brewery's wrecked, somebody might know something, blah, blah, blah.
And Ventures Guild has tons of quests. Kronk grabbed a flyer. We could discuss it later.
Oh, yeah, and Kronk's got flyers for big old quest.
All
Was
right,
that it?
Dorian. Yep,
Mhm.
you held out to my end of the deal. Pulls
Yep,
out her deck
jobs.
of cards.
Oh, he grabs the deck and he flings them all at you, spitting them all out in several directions. Ha ha! 52 pickup. Get to work.
Oh, you're the one getting to work. The person that launches it is the one that picks it up. Don't you know
No.
the rules?
No, I do know the rules, and you know what? He disappears.
I demand a stealth check!
I don't have to give you a stealth check. He turns invisible.
Just grabs the air where he was.
Okay, now now you need to roll an unarmed strike at disadvantage.
Who said I was punching him?
Well, you gotta attempt to grapple him.
Well, I think
So,
that would just,
I guess it would
I
be
guess that
an
would be an athletics
athletic.
at that point.
Yeah, I guess that'd be an athletics if you want to put it at that way. At disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, let's see.
Let's throw that out there, but that doesn't do nothing.
I mean,
Oh.
You hear wings
Oh.
flap into the air. Oh, you gotta try a little bit harder next time, Vol. And then he goes into the rafter. Or at least that's what you assume.
angrily starts picking up her cards.
You can hear a soft chuckle from above.
And Paulina probably hard staring at you. It's just like, why are there now cards all over my floor?
Doesn't help that there was a tricky creature around here.
Don't you know
Well,
never to make a deal with an imp?
Fair enough. I don't usually think about it. Wow, my throat is dying.
you're
But
in overtime. Alright.
But Vol's gonna just kind of pick up her cards, sit back down. It's like, Kronk, do you want to play a little bit?
I only know how to play solitaire.
I can teach you how to play some popular games I did with my, platoon.
That could be very fun.
I start teaching Kronk how to do Texas Hold'em.
Roll double intelligence checks to see if you could properly teach Kronk how to play Texas Hold'em.
Can I use my tool proficiency?
No, you cannot, because you are teaching, not actually playing the cards. I mean, you are,
Okay.
but you're teaching. Okay, Kronk's got an 11. What do you got? Can you make up
Like,
the long
come
game?
on, I want
16,
Kronk
huh?
to suddenly become a card shark.
Okay, so he has the basics, and he knows pretty much all of the basic rules, but like anything that's overcomplicated, he kind of gets a little bit lost on still. But for the most part, he's adequate enough to actually play the game.
And he pretty much never bluffs.
Yeah, he doesn't bluff at all.
All right, Krog, you got the basics. We'll work on your poker face. But all right, now that
His
I taught
eye-
you this,
His eyes light up every time he gets a good hand, and every time he gets a bad hand, he frowns. Oh.
now I'm just imagining a turtle now. I mean, like a really like tiny turtle doing that. Dorian, just make sure to give us updates if your boss wants us to come over.
Okay. From the
Shella, you
ceiling.
could join too. I'll teach you this.
There
as
you
well.
are! She shoots her bow.
I felt tempted to do that. I wasn't going to.
Hiding in the rafter, though. Good luck. I got cover up here. And I didn't see you pick up sharpshooter. Alright, but anyway. As you guys are playing your cards and playing your game, I'm going to move back to the other side real quick unless there's... Oh, excuse me. Any last minutes with Paulina?
Want to join too?
I suppose business is going to be a little shabby here for a bit. No, dear lord. And I need to quit drinking my brew. I keep getting the hiccup. Oh!
It sounds like a puppy screaming.
Ah! Alright.
What?
So, everybody at the jail cell, you're waiting for someone to come in. The guard still looks impatient, like, oh, I wish they would hurry. And you guys are left to your own devices for a few more minutes. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna lean over to Christopher and just like kind of quietly say, did you ever tell Leon about the numbers that Tazareth actually has? The upwards to 2,000.
Oh, sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, is it? Did you tell Leon about the numbers of Tazareth, the upwards to 2,000?
I can only presume that was organizational, but to answer the actual question, no, I promptly gave the stone back once I finished my communications.
Ah. Alright.
You could always ask Arthur for theirs if you want to tell them yourself.
I'll figure it out.
Hey,
Frankly, with how fast that they were going there, I think they should probably have already figured out by now if that number was concentrated or not.
there seems to be a small group moving in on the building. A couple of guards kind of like stepped out and be posted. Jack, you see one just kind of like stare at you, and it just kind of like goes at attention at this corner. And then a couple of gentlemen come in or come towards the door, seeing Christopher in the way. Excuse us.
Oh, my apologies. It's like, I guess, kind of like steps.
Yeah. These two come walking in here. Yes, we've got your report. What is going on here, Isaac? Says the older gentleman. Oh, sir, I did not expect you to be the one to come. Yeah, they brought this gentleman in, and they had him tied up and everything, and I put him behind a cell. Everything's in my report, sir. Here you go. And hands over the report, and he kind of like leaps through it. It's like, I see. And these people are here because they made an add-in at the end there, sir, and they're here to make sure that nothing happens, or they want to make sure you can ask questions, I believe was the thing, right? Kind of like looking back to you guys.
Just like Christopher would speak up. The fact of the matter is so that, if nothing else, we have concerns that he's connected with the theft of the good Professor Smithersmon's airship that happened a few nights ago. And we wouldn't feel comfortable if this person wasn't engaged with them once he returned.
Alright, so he continues flipping through it, and the other guy behind him is kind of like leaning on a quarterstaff, just like, are you gonna share or what? Oh no, just calm down. Let me finish reading here, and I'll let you get the short of it so you don't have to read. I know how much you don't like to read. True, you got me there. Alright, fair enough. Well, this could be a problem. I mean, it's not within my power. What is it? You don't happen to have any abilities to make people tell the truth now, do you? Or, you know, like the debt. No, that's not within my wheelhouse. I thought it was in yours. No, it's not in mine either. Well, might have to get a hold of the Arcana if we can, if they're not busy. But if you're looking for someone who is talented in the art of casting the, what was that spell's name again? You wrote it here. The Zone of Truth. Yeah, it's something I am not familiar with, though. You would think it would be a handy tool to have on hand, but a lot of people have outlawed it for its own reasons. I'm sure you understand. There have been people who are capable of manipulating that spell in its own right.
The camera suddenly zooms in on Jack.
Yeah. But at any rate, if there's any questions we can ask you, or you wish to ask, yes, this one here. We might have to take him to our prison cells and give him a better accommodation. Is that alright with you guys? Kind of like asking, like, Christopher and Arthur, who seem to be judging them on what they're doing.
And what precisely are these accommodations, if I may ask?
Well, as you can see, this kind of points where Kidden is now. It's just a holding cell. We're gonna shackle him and take him to the proper cells in our prison. Though, we're cut a little close to home with that earthquake we had just a while ago. But I'm sure we could find him a decent home in the cellars.
In the cellars?
That's what we call the lower realms of the dungeon part of the prison, you know. People like him need to be put down in the dirt. You are requesting a reward from this page that I see here. We can procure you 500 gold coins for the proper apprehension of this, kind of like staring at Kidden, this cat thing. Ugh. Kidden, was it? Yes, cute name, Kitty. Kind of like see Kidden giving 2 invisible middle fingers as well here. But at any rate, we will see to his imprisonment and have him serve his time to its fullest. He'll be seen by a magister judge within 3 days, and then after that his sentence will be fulfilled. But he shall definitely be starting that sentence today, regardless whatever it might be. If that's all we're doing, then let's be done.
So... will the professor need to be involved in any of this testimony? I do know that he is currently preoccupied with reacquiring his property, but...
If he's out of the city at the time, I'm sure they will call upon him when he returns. I'm sure his trial won't be instantaneously resolved in one sitting. Great politics. You can hear their Kidden kind of mumbling in the background.
I think Christopher kind of like maybe try to like incite the mood here, as far as
Yeah.
like,
Go
because
for
like
it.
he's I feel like he might be picking up on some weird vibes, like maybe there's like more going on.
There
here.
might be. Go for it.
13.
The mood, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, this magey looking guy and this druidic guy. Like, this guy definitely looks like he's come from a druidic background, and the other one is in like magical robes of sorts. But they carry the officiante symbol of the Shandorian guards. Like, they are definitely dressed in attire to represent being part of the hierarchy of the guards. But you know, it seems like they are here in a capacity that represents the schools that they kind of like represent. They're definitely considering this more of a hassle than an actual serious matter, because this seems like they shouldn't even be here. Like, you get the sense they don't even want to be here. Like, they got called here for no reason. And they're kind of like questioning, why ain't this done already? And they're doing it in a snobbish attitude. Like, we're going to make sure he is... Like, the whole phrase of him being sent to the cellar was just to be like, we're just going to get rid of him because we're tired of looking at him. Kind of feel.
I guess Christopher will, I guess, like picking up the mood, like, I do apologize for the inconvenience of this whole matter. We were just concerned for, I suppose, the future with respect to, I do believe that the professor is a beloved member of this community and he has been hurt greatly by this person.
Then he will have a chance to testify against him at his earliest convenience. This one ain't going anywhere for a while. I'm sure we can find other charges that he's guilty of in the files below. Come along, let's prisoner, come to the door so we can secure you properly. And they start to go through the whole process of shackling him and getting him ready for transport. Oh look, I'm in bondage again. You think Jack would get off on this? Like, Kid makes that offhanded comment as he's all shacked up again.
How is Jack and Arthur responding to this?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I am just standing outside with the guard. I'm kind of listening in, but I'm not really taking part. And I have my own thoughts about the bondage thing, but Jack is not gonna say anything about it.
You know,
Fantasize go like, Odie would like that.
oh wow.
Turns into a giant octopus.
Oh,
Here comes Jack!
Oh god, I'm the one that's getting bonded. Oh no. So, if you would, for your own safety, make your way out. We are about to open this door, and I would hate for this prisoner to try anything against your personage.
Well,
Well,
me?
not for lack of trying, he did almost escape twice. As he just kind of like
Yes.
just casually just like starts like twirling the staff in his arms a bit.
Right. Yeah. Fuck you. But he nods to your comment, just taking it for what it is. It's like, yes, we'll make sure he's not going anywhere. And they have him all chained up. And then they start grappling him with the Bixby hands and carry him out of the cell.
Oh god.
Hey,
Pulling out the
this,
5th level spell slot.
this is a manhandling to the tallest degree. I demand.
I really
Now,
want to get out
now.
of this place. Just ripping him out of there.
You hear like cat growls as these two like lead Kenan out, and then all the soldiers just kind of like surround him. You'll hear from my lawyer, you. Oh, hush. We're off to the cellars with you.
You'll hear from my lawyer. This is medieval times.
We already hung.
They already hung the jury. Alright. But yeah, unless there's anything else you want to do, they seem to be taking him to the central part of town.
So you get any new information?
It's difficult to say. Christopher kind of like looked at Chinook. I know you don't have to take orders from me, but would you mind following that camp just a hair until they actually arrive?
Squeak, squeak.
Flap, 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 flies away.
Alright, the bat flies off.
Well, at any rate, if he doesn't randomly escape due to, puts up air quote, lost paperwork, then we at least know that the law is trustworthy here.
Some of it, maybe.
You were
Look,
left
just-
with a voucher for 500 gold. The voucher can be claimed at the nearest bank.
They're just like, this voucher is good for 500 Shandora bucks.
It just looks like one of those crappy arcade tickets.
Oh, it's one of those coupons. I got me a coupon.
Yeah, I guess
I could
like
go to
Chris,
Copenhagen for that.
I guess like
That was a
Christopher
long
will like will phase out for a second into Dorian and like have him like fly over to Vol. Just like Vol,
Dude, no, boss, you don't understand. We're in the middle of a game here.
Where are you, you little shit?
Damn it. Jeez. Currently
Christopher
invisible,
mentally
boss.
will be like, oh, Dorian, what did you do while in my absence?
52 pickup, boss. You know how I am. I always win.
We were in the middle of playing, I was winning, and then you took all my cards and did it again. I will get you, you little imp.
Yeah, you don't hear any of that, boss. Don't worry about it. She's a little livid because she's a sore loser. You know how Vol is.
Like he'll press in again, like, Vol, you will not make any harm to Dorian.
Ah, you heard him, right, Vol? You heard him.
Christopher, keep talking, I will find this sucker.
Oh, shit. Boss, I gotta go hide.
Did you get my update at least? At least I might not wring his neck if he did that at least.
Yeah, you got all that information, right, boss?
Kronk's gonna help
Yes.
the cause.
He'll speak through again, like, I received your update, although some of the details were vague, but if it's alright with you, I sent Chinook to follow the prisoner.
We're gonna make it with advantage, because technically you only have his voice to go by. He's actually pretty good at these. Don't fail me now, buddy. I want to see Dorian.
But
Oh,
like,
wow.
nah.
Hey, she could never see me. What the fuck is this glowing shit? Boss, I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. What do I do?
There you are.
Vanish me, boss. Vanish me, boss. It's not gonna be pretty. You gotta get me out of here. Quick,
I'm
boss,
gonna
do it now.
grapple him.
Do it now, boss. Boss! Boss! Do you allow it to happen?
Christopher just sighs and poofs Dorian.
So you go in for the grapple and he's like, boss! And he disappears. This time he's gone.
Christopher back at the scene of the sale, just like is now pinching the bridge of his nose. Let's go greet the others at the inn, shall we? As he just starts awkwardly walking out of the jail cell. Or the,
Right.
Time is it right
Alright.
now?
Let's see. You came in during the morning hours. It was about probably 8 in the morning when you did all this. It's probably about 9 now after... No, wait, hold on. You had to wait a while. 10:30. Took about an hour and a half, maybe longer for those guys to come around. Because, you know, they weren't in a hurry to get there. I guess I could just move us all to the tavern map then. Da 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 da. You are all at the tavern now and can meet up.
Morbid curiosity, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
Where was everyone else? Or where was Dorian in comparison to everyone else?
Dorian was kind of like up towards the rafters, and like you heard his voice and you cast the fairy fire, he was revealed, and he kind of like was in a panic, and Vol was kind of like racing towards him, like he came down low enough for her to try to get him, but he kept demanding that his boss summon him back to get him out of there, and right at the last minute he snapped him out. So Dorian's not there anymore.
So you're
But you
saying
did reveal-
Paulina and Vol have to do wisdom saves too?
Wisdom
Oh,
save?
God.
Dexterity save.
Dexterity saves.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, true, true. No,
I'm
I'm
totally
up.
gonna
I'm
do it.
all
Let's
for
do it.
Absolutely,
Let's
I'm
do
in. I'm in.
I'm a Christmas tree.
I'm not.
What color?
Oh, hot pink as usual.
Hot pink.
The white
Oh,
streak
that-
in her hair is hot pink,
Oh
and
wait,
everything
hold on.
else.
Shella has to make it too, then, right?
Oh wait, that's a regular dexterity. Shoot.
uh,
Oh,
de-
oh,
oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go. Now I feel-
Now you feel right, don't you? Oh wow,
Krunk is now pretty in pink.
the NPC saved. Wow, Kronk and Vo look pretty in pink. Look at that. Paulina just kind of like leans on a bar. You know, I usually don't like it when other people cast spells in my tavern, but you kind of lighten up the place. You know what I mean?
You want me to leave it on?
You can if you want. It doesn't bother me. At least now I know where you are in case you start something.
Hey, Kronk will leave it on.
Alright, cool. Yeah. For a whole minute. And I think within that whole minute, you guys make it to the inn, and you can see them dressed up with these hot, glittering pink.
Foal's
you
picking
can-
up like a stool, looking under. It's like
Where is that fucker?
exactly. He kept saying "boss," and then he's gone.
Boss, boss, boss!
It's like, what on earth happened? Or what on Elsparia happened?
They turned
Try-
pink on us. I think they got pink eye or something.
Oh, I hope not. That would be a terrible thing to have. How did everything go on your end?
We got a coupon.
Up
So, well,
stools.
well, at the very least, it's like, unless there is a mishap between the jail and the proper prison, so at the very least, Kennen will be staying a while, unless otherwise, puts up air quotes again, their paperwork is lost.
That'd be a damn shame.
I mean, the higher ups may not be corrupt. They could be corrupt, but at the very least, the lower guards may be corrupt. Look, we don't know. Towns are different. It's usually the lower rankings that are corrupt, and they'll take bribes and crap. Sometimes the higher ups are, but
Speaking as someone who grew up in Calvona, it was both.
all
Very
right. Well,
legit.
so Cannon could very well be out by tonight, if that's the case.
Well, if it helps you out, at least the Cut and Brute's name's not completely gone. Paulina told me a little bit that there might be a couple older guards that might remember the name.
Well, don't see how it's gonna help us now.
I mean, means that they might be able to back up your word if you needed it, but you have to find them.
They're gonna see like was it a magical judge or whatever, who's gonna, and if I'm hearing right, you want Smithersmon to put in word for that Kennen was responsible for stealing the airship, something like
So
that.
the point was the point in saying that was mostly just to ensure that if they were aiming to do their job properly, they would hold him before trial regardless.
No, but you did say something about Smithersmon being witness or testifying that Kennen was part of it. The only evidence
So-
that we could possibly have is the map, and unless someone squeezed more lemon juice on it, that map is still invisible. And dead drops are used by bandits all the time, and since they've joined Tazareth, that could have been used by any of them.
So once
But-
again, it was mostly a delay tactic. I didn't actually fully expect there to actually be any evidence.
Yeah, well, they're gonna look into it now because it's the law, and they're gonna be thorough if they are legit.
Kind of looks around.
So regardless, creating reasonable doubt to their innocence is enough for them to hold them for as long as possible, especially when it concerns somebody in the community such as the professor.
Well, can
Once again, if they were to do their job properly.
And if Chinook is, hey Vol, can you speak? Can Chinook tell you exactly what happens? Like, say if someone were to bail out Kenan.
Let me look up the spell real quick, because the difference between me and our Christopher are miles apart with the Find Familiar.
Well, like the basic
Right.
summary is that it's like she doesn't have nearly the range, but like a certain amount of telepathic understanding, maybe not speech, but understanding is communicated.
The thing I can do, if you really want to know, is I could just let Chinook be out for a while, and then I could summon them back, and they could give me updates. I can't really talk to them farther away. So why don't we just wait for a bit, maybe a day, and I just bring Chinook back and then ask for an update. Plus, Chinook might know a way there, so we could go walk over as well.
Well, to me, it seems like Dorian would have been a better fit, because he would have been able to speak to Christopher right away if something happened, but I assumed y'all were smart enough to figure that out on your own, making sure to repeat the very words used on him.
You know, Jack, I
Jack,
think
I took the risk of making sure that I had a means of communicating with Vol during that entire process. For all we knew, he could have been broken out the moment that we left. I took a gamble. You take gambles as well. Now shut your trap and eat your lunch.
You know, after lunch, I think, I just kind of realized probably Jack just needs a haircut. Cut off all that dumb hair that's making him stupid.
Oh, boom. Feel a slight tap on the shoulder from Kronk Jack.
You know, Gronk, you really do that to those two sometime. They like to act smart, but they're not.
At least they are polite when they do it.
Speaking of which, though, do you still need a haircut? I'm willing to do it for you.
Nah, you screwed up.
Right, I'll get the scissors. I'll do it.
Good
Nope,
job,
go
Shella.
on.
I trust you.
I trust you.
Oh no, wait! I've got a better idea! She's starts throwing up 3 fingers for Scorching Ray. Hold still!
Here we go. Yeah.
It helps. I was gonna say but Jack, in all seriousness, I could just put your hair out of the way. I could braid it like I did with my battle sisters, and then it's just out of the way.
I don't know. I trust Paulina more to deal with it than the rest of you.
Full leans over. You heard the
wow.
man.
Well then, she reaches under the counter, pulls out some shears. Shing, shing. Shall we get busy?
Why the hell not? Where do you want to do this?
You'll notice that she has them. It's they're rusted along the edges
Shing,
and covered in
shing.
blood.
Oh dear. I thought I had these clean. Oh well. Oh, that's right. Hold on. I gotta... It's gonna be an hour. I have to change weapons. It was her packed weapon.
God, is she an Hexblade?
No, I don't think that's what happened, but... Wait a minute, what is she? No. No, she's a fiend.
Hack of
But
the
no.
blade.
But I figured I'd throw that at you, just for shits and giggles. Nah, she's, for curiosity, she is a Pact of the Toe.
God, it's like looking in a mirror.
Hmm. She... an old one, huh?
For the not long time viewers, Christopher is formerly a fiend warlock of the tome.
Yeah. She seems to have picked up what you threw down, I guess, huh? But that was continents apart. Apparently, this couldn't have been coincidence, could it? And she keeps looking at the book, and it says, I don't know why it keeps saying don't look at the last page, but... I'm good at following orders. Anyway. Paulina grabs her shears, and she'll just kind of like leave you there and start cutting your hair. Like, it's really not a big deal for her. She kind of like tells you a story. You know, I had like 5 older brothers and 3 younger ones, and I had to cut most of their hair because they were too lazy to do it themselves.
He'll make sure to speak up and say, like, don't cut it, like, all off, just enough to fix it.
Oops.
Like, doesn't mind short, but...
Oops.
Bull whispers back, going like, cut
Oops.
enough so that he could wear a hat without the bad hair.
I kind of imagine she gives you like that crew cut almost, but it's like long enough to actually have shape to it, but right above the ears it's kind of like shaven down a bit to the scalp, so it's like flowing downward towards it, but then it just cuts off there at the scalp there, so like it's easier for your ears to breathe, if that makes sense. I can't even think of what this cut is, but I could imagine it. I don't know, like kind of like a bowl cut, I guess. Close, but it's more stylish. He definitely cleans it up and makes it look more stylish.
He'll definitely take a crew cut over a bowl cut.
Yeah. But yeah, there you go. She takes a little time, does that, and it has just been slow for her business. Like, everybody's just like avoiding it for now, it seems. But then again, there was like a major emergency of really like directly across the street. Matter of fact, you could still see some of the what is it, like the rescuers, the emergency people of the city, just kind of like still attending to, you know, keeping the fire, if there's any fire, or keeping the debris from, you know, doing any further damage. Like, there's a lot of rescue, not rescue, but like safety being expressed as like people of the public who are there for public safety. They're definitely making sure like people aren't wandering into the debris and stuff like that. So there's like a lot of people up there just kind of like, you know, making them avoid this, and then it's just kind of like making the business as Paulina looks out the window, sighs like, oh, it's gonna be lucky if I get a busy night in a week or two at this rate. I might have to pick me up a job or something outside of the tavern.
Oh, that actually brings up a question. Like, looks at Kronk. You do have a flyer still, right?
I have it right here.
Oh, that's right. I was going to ask about that as well.
It is something we could do if we are waiting.
Looks
And,
at Paulina. Are you down for a round 2?
I mean, depends. Where's it at? Where are we going? What's it? What is it?
We just have to go and follow some merchants around.
Anybody who, okay, whoever's leading this conversation with Paulina can make a persuasion check at advantage.
It's a.
Please.
I guess Christopher would be like, you know, we could always do as we did before and split the profits. At the very least, it'll make up for the slow times while you're gone from the tavern.
All right, go ahead and make that roll then, Christopher. At least you're not Twist in this instant. Okay.
I mean, is it
She,
much different though?
that, I mean, yeah, it is a little bit different. At least then I have hope that it won't be a guaranteed 25, you know what I mean? Or whatever it might be. But she just, you know, I could be up for a little adventure. It's been a while. I did have a little bit of fun with you guys last time. Sure, why not? Maybe I can practice a few more things I've learned.
Maybe we should deck you out with more equipment, make you like more protected. This is not like your quick visit. This is more of a longer trip, so you know.
True. Then we should probably go see Spriggan and Elverina then.
I could come join you on that one if you don't mind.
Great. Well, I'll have one of my barmaids take over, and then I'll be free to go. And yeah, she has her barmaids. Like, these are the people who have been sitting here. All right, you guys are in charge. She flips over the table, grabs her things. Let's go. in an instant, she's ready.
All right, Jack. I'll call Chinook when it's closer. When we need to like travel. Would that make you happy, or do you want me to let them keep following?
Whatever works.
All right, clarify for me exactly what Chinook's orders are. Like, when the last time you saw him, what were they exactly? Well, to be fair, it was Christopher who kind of like told it to go in that direction, but I'll let you re-clarify what the actual order is at this point.
Me or Christopher?
You, because you are the owner.
Usually keep tracking until like a long period of time has passed where nothing happened, and then just fly back.
Is there any triggers if something does happen?
Oh, I mean like if, you know... You mean like if something does happen?
Yeah, give me the what-ifs of this statement.
If something does happen, like say the person that they were told to follow suddenly goes somewhere else, they would continue to follow until otherwise, but if nothing like happens for like a day, they'll fly back.
Alright.
So they'll try to stick to their word as best they can until there's no longer a chance to follow.
Alright, I got it. Alright, cool. I got it. I'm ready when you are. So, what do you guys want to do?
And Christopher will point out, and you know, we might as well go ahead and offload some of the things that we have no intention of keeping from our previous venture.
Splendid idea. Pats her bag of golding.
I think after that we should also go to the bank, then tally all the gold together and split it up.
I think that's a fair idea.
I pat my bag of teeth.
Yeah, yes, Shala, keep saving.
I am. I'm gonna be able to buy the whole village at this rate.
Actually, Shala, where have you been getting the other teeth?
Oh, remember those bandits? I just went over there and whacked them with the ball end of the staff and took their teeth.
Christopher just keeps thinking, like, just starts thinking to himself, like, how did I not notice this?
You probably didn't see me because I was using some of this wind magic I learned too. It definitely adds a swing and makes it quick and easy to just hit and run. I'm gonna try to a dire wolf one day.
I'd love to see that.
Me too. Gonna test my training. But at this point, is there anywhere we're going in particular, or?
I have 2 goals. Doing what Jack says, but I'm buying him a hat.
Why is that a goal? Oh. Are we going to the seamstress? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah! I'll buy a hat.
let's go to the seamstress.
Seamstress.
Oh, by the
'Cause,
way, what's Arthur been doing?
Yeah, Arthur, you've been really quiet. Why don't you chime in?
Oh, Arthur's across the street looking at the mess that is the brewery in
Yeah.
disbelief.
No.
Then remembers that he has a business thing there.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
To everyone else, it's like, oh no, the brewery broke down. That's a shame. Arthur, my work!
Actually, yeah, it's I want to imagine it's just like it's maybe not like a movie, but maybe kind of like maybe like a a comedy TV show like where like a guy like just recently got like a really high paying job at like this like super business, but then like the first day of work he like comes in and the CEO is like in handcuffs and the police are leading him out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that could have happened too, but instead, the place of business has been uprooted and destroyed. You can thank Alfred for that.
Thank you, Alvarez.
Yep. Good looking out for us. But you... Yeah, I mean, Arthur, is there something you want to do in that respect? Like, this isn't the end game. Like, they couldn't have all died, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you
he only
could
used
have...
one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to look for somebody if you want. I mean, you tell me what you want to do. Like, this game's interactive. You actually tell me what you want to do, and I tell you how it goes.
I
As
know.
far as I recall, I think
just-
that's how that works.
I'm patient.
I'm just
He is
being a
go.
dick.
Oh, anyways, sorry.
No,
He is
you go
going
ahead.
to kind of look around the God damn, I'm trying to remember what they're called. Chasms. Just seeing if he sees the body of Elizabeth or anybody else that might know.
Make a perception check since you're just looking for bodies.
Yep. And if that yields no results, I'll actually go talk to someone. Perception right here. 17.
Don't see any
Weirdly,
bodies.
you find your own body.
Yeah, wow. Ooh. Oh wait, that's the guy you killed from season 1. I mean, what? No. You go to look. There are no obvious bodies, but there are like rescuers nearby, and like this happened yesterday. Like this has been a whole day after. So if there were any bodies, you would assume that at this point they've been picked up or pulled away or brought away from here. You do see like a couple of dwarves working on, removing some rubble nearby the chasm that you looked in.
Okay.
Hey, ho! He, ho!
Interesting idea there. Don't think I'll ever want to do that. He's gonna go
Yeah.
track someone down that looks like they're handling survivors and such, or corpses, and
You're not going to find anybody because, like I said, this happened yesterday. All that business has been taken care of.
oh, I thought that might have been
Yeah.
my bad. All right,
No,
in that
no.
case,
Just making sure I'm communicating this properly. There are a few people you could start asking questions to here in the debris cleaning process, but like any rescue people who are here to actually actively look for bodies, there are none. They seem to have, like, you would recognize like maybe rescue dogs kind of like sniffing around for corpses, but you don't see anything like that here.
and then he'll quickly kind of holler down to one of the dwarves. Excuse me, real quick.
Yeah.
Was there a body that was picked up out here? And he's gonna do his best to describe Elizabeth.
No one by that description was in the rubble. We did rescue a couple of workers that got injured, but for the most part, everybody is A-okay.
That's good to hear. I'll give him a thumbs up, and he's going to turn around, head into the tavern,
Uh-huh.
and kind of go over to Paulina real quick, assuming she's still here.
Oh, she's still there. Everybody's getting ready to leave, but yeah, you walk in, they're all talking about going on a trip, and then you walk in, and she's like, oh, there's the other one we were missing.
Yeah, I saw the brewery there. Really unfortunate.
It is definitely unfortunate, especially for my business too.
Yes, this definitely. Quick question: was there someone that was about yay tall? Again, gonna kind of describe Elizabeth.
Talking about
She might
Elizabeth?
have owned the place. Yes, you know her by.
Yeah,
That's her
she's
name.
alive and well.
Good, good.
Hmm.
That.
Apparently, I just
So,
saw her before you guys came in talking to some tabaxi, and she ran off. Apparently, she got some news.
where by chance might she be, or someone that might know some
I
information?
honestly don't know. I assumed it was part of her deal, you know, like she's got something going on. I can tell. But, you know, she seems to manage people in a certain way. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, your business comes crumbling down. You still got to give orders to people. I understand. She
Yeah,
temporarily
definitely.
made that spot her base of operations for a short while, but she she said, "See you later. I gotta go check on somebody," and left. And that's the last I saw of her. I didn't think to ask where, because you know that's like she's a good friend and patron, but at the same time, I don't pry when I don't have to. So, but she is alive and well. You have nothing to fear in that regard. I'm sure she'll get the brewery back to its former glory in no time.
That's good to hear. He's gonna bite his lip slightly. Well, I think I need to go talk to someone else. Please don't let me end up like Jack.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, you want to do that? We could do that. Okay. So either you, if you know a direction you want to go, you can go there, or I could just have you roll an investigation check, and this is you going around town trying to gather details, information, and just kind of like surmising it according to how well you're able to investigate. What do you want to do?
Eh,
Like if you
I
have a
have no.
better, like if you have a ideal of where you want to try to get exact details, by all means, but if you want to like leave it up to chance and your or your investigation, we could do that too.
No, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is gonna be a really bad idea. He doesn't know the area, so
I'm curious.
he is going to go by the Golden Goose. I'm about to make a deal with the devil, aren't I? Figuratively, not literally.
No, that was back at the other continent.
That yeah, the devils are over there. Over here, it's the demonists. But that's fine. Either way, we still take your soul at the end. So, well, here's the question: Do you let your allies know where you're going, or do you just fly off the handle by yourself?
Yeah, now he'd kind of go to the door. It's like, oh yeah, should probably let them know. He's going to go to Christopher Bull and Kronk. It's not gonna tell Jack, 'cause Jack might try to go murder someone. That's what he's thinking.
He's working on it. He's not trying to murder anymore, but he's working at it.
Still has some anger management to deal with. Go ahead, Arthur. What do you say to your allies?
Real quick. First off, what did I miss?
Going shopping.
Okay.
Also, Paulina's joining us for our next little trip.
Oh, that could be fun. Anyways, wait, what next trip?
We're going to go to Jillian Cove.
Okay then. Where's this at exactly?
I don't know, but we're going to go. Paul,
I don't know either.
It's down south, guys. Don't worry about it. It's not that well. Okay, it is kind of far. Might take us this whole trip might take a week.
Maybe a little longer. Okay, I've got to go see someone about following up on something.
Are there any interesting landmarks near Gillian Cove?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are there any interesting landmarks near Julian Cove?
Oh, landmarks. There's a famous restaurant down there that has like beautiful. Oh, what was it? They said they served lobster and crab and oysters, sushi, all kinds of seafood extravaganza down there. And I would. You think we can go? I would love to have something of that nature. I would die for that. I heard their biscuits are really good.
Oh, if not Vol, then I would certainly treat you myself.
Oh, well then. Good on you, good sir.
Ladies, gentlemen, have we forgotten that Kennan's been at most gonna be spoken to in 3 days, and the guards have been told to come to either see me or Paulina with new information within that time period.
Is that something you're doing? I'll tell you what. You. If you get any information, here, use this. And throws her a stone. There, will that help?
Just like throws a rock. Just accidentally hits her in the face. Like, ow! Ow!
Ma'am, that hurt. Should have caught it. Jeez, aren't you a rogue? No, I'm a barmaid. Oh, my bad. At any rate,
Well, my father was a barbarian.
I was about to say, like, D&D ruling, it's like, throws a rock, kills the barmaid.
Yeah, that is possible, huh? Damn.
Oh, no!
Hold on. What would you say, dexterity?
To dodge or to catch?
To throw. And AC
throwing
of
is throwing is in athletics usually.
It's usually in athletics.
Well, yeah, but range attacks are usually dexterity based too, so we use dexterity. And what would you say a rock is? 1d4? Yeah,
Oh no!
It's the lowest.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna throw this out here. Don't civilians generally have like 4 or 6 HP?
You are correct, sir. So she throws this rock. Here, catch. Bah! Ah! The lady falls to the ground. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what? I accidentally rolled the wrong character for this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I rolled Ian because I was looking at her character sheet because I thought I had to get set up for that. Alright, hold on. Here's the right roll. Here. Okay, yeah, it still hits. And I guess we'll still go with the 4.
Christopher really quickly reaches out a hand as she pours a healing light into her.
She slowly stands up. Ma'am, why did you do that? You should have caught it, silly goose.
Damn.
All right, ready to go.
You got an arm.
At least she got all of it back.
Thank you, kind sir. I appreciate your help. Oh, quit pitying her. She could have got up on her own. Hold on, we're gonna find out.
Let's see.
And the hypothetical death save.
2, 3, dead. Right off the bat. A 1, a 6.
Thank God Christopher's here.
We like to have fun here. And what's the problem is I didn't plan this event. They did. See, this is why you gotta be careful when you're joking, because I'll let it happen. So, you managed to bring her back to life before the death counter counted her down permanently. And Paulina says, you just should have caught it. Like, seriously, you need to work on your game. You need to learn to catch, okay? Now, communicate with me if anything happens. You get any information, let them know I'm out of town. Gotta earn a paycheck to keep you people paid. If it gets busy, let me know, and I'll see about finding more help. I have other communications with other people, so let me know.
Also, if nothing else, we can just come back straight away.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Indeed. I mean, can we?
Yes, I learned how to use that magic recently.
Oh, that's so... Well then, yeah, let's be on our way. Oh, but yeah. So, did Arthur express exactly where he was going?
Oh yeah, that's right,
Kinda...
Arthur. You were talking about something. We got distracted.
Clearly, I mean not to piss off Paulina. I'm gonna wake up with a stone on my head. Oh, anyways.
At least you have a better chance of
Yeah,
surviving.
I'll be going by a certain place. As he kind of just nudges a finger back to Jack. I don't think this is a smart idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. Also, quick question: what forests are down by Jillian Cove?
The
if any.
Dondra Forest is nearby. It's one of the most... Okay, yeah. Paulina will answer this in character. There's the Dondra Forest. A lot of elves live up in that region there. The Druid Circle of the Moons have camps around there, sorts of stuff like that. Why, you ask?
He is going to pause for a second and think. I suddenly have nowhere to go.
Great, let's get going.
Appears my problems have been solved already. So deal with the devil.
That is pretty true, yeah. You do have a location to go to now. And Paulina might be able to lead you somewhat, since she's from Tynek. We'll see. But at this point here, because we are getting close to the end game, end of this session, I mean. So do you head out to meet up with Ian at this point?
No, he's not going to now.
Not going
considering.
to? Alright, so
No.
then does everybody exit the tavern and get ready to leave then to go shopping?
Yeah!
Alright, so as you walk out of the tavern, you see Chinook flapping rapidly back towards you, and it seems to be in a beaded panic.
What's going on? Kind of like telepathy connected since Chinook must be close enough for Vol to see.
Chinook relays the imagery of Kennen being killed the instant he was taken to the cellar.
Vol's eyes kind of just widen.
And that's where we're going to end the session. Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
we'll be talking about that after session, but I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and tolerating the technical difficulties. Want to shout out everybody and say thank you once again to all the new follows. Hey, interesting, I just looked at my follower count. It's at 420, so for those who appreciate the number 420, hoorah. But but on top of that, we do have an AMA that's going to happen as soon as we reach 500 followers. So yeah, let's keep that follower count going and try to get this channel going, right? Join these guys next week at 7 p.m. Central Time every Monday night. We are going to find out how the story continues. And for those curious, if you're one of our sub-only campaign players, you will also be interacting with the same environment as this place. Because both stories are currently bleeding into each other. There are definitely a lot of elements bleeding over. Sunday's game is at 12 p.m. Central to 4. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get exclusive Discord options, and you'll be able to join the sub-only campaign on Sundays. Tuesday's off day. Wednesday is Curse of Strahd, and it might be our final episode. Maybe. I don't know. They are in a very peculiar situation as Strahd himself is about to make his first attack the entire game on the party. They are already down one player, and that player will be taking the role of Rictavio, so that I don't have to worry about healing the party. So that's going to be on the players to get that healing or the use of the items that Rictavio has. But could be the last game, it could be a TPK, it could be a miracle that they get out of. I don't know. Join us 7 p.m. on Wednesday. We are off Thursday here. Friday is our open role play. Join us at 5 p.m. Central. If you are new to the channel and you're just about to join our open roleplay, come in a little early. Voice chat in Discord. Be very important to join our Discord community, because that is where we have all of the conversations like what we're having right now. We're on Discord. So join our Discord, and you can be part of our community like that. And also join our open roleplay. We have exclamation RP and Twitch chat that'll give you that information. If you're hanging out on Facebook, we ask you to come over to our Twitch channel, if only to get the information so you can join our community. Appreciate everybody over at Facebook that leaves a like. We appreciate you very much. Let's see, that's all those games. I am off Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but if I'm not streaming here, I'm probably streaming over at We Rise as One, which is our variety channel, and based off our rats, our cranium rats that are hanging out in Dragonspine right now. So feel free to check me out over there. We're probably going to be playing some Valheim on the server we have for the community. And if you're interested in playing Valheim with us, we have a server. All the information is in our Let's Talk Games channel. Check the pinned messages and you're more than welcome to join. Last but not least, we have a charity stream for the Wounded Warrior Project in May. And we would love to invite you not only to, donate to the cause, but also participate if you like. If you're part of our Discord community, there is a channel in Looking for Players that has a Google Doc with the schedule of all of our DMs that are going to be having a game throughout the week. Whatever time slots work for you, feel free to fill out with your Discord name, and my DMs will get a hold of you as soon as they're able. Just make sure you give them the proper Discord name so they can reach you, okay? And that is between the 16th and the 22nd, starting at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. So first game's going to be on Sunday, and the last game's going to be on a Saturday. Look forward to that. All donations will give players the benefits of a boon, bane, disadvantage, advantage, or even a draw from the deck of many things. Players can buy them for themselves if they want, or you can just purchase a donation and then it just pulls up, and then whoever needs it will be able to pull from it and actually use it up if they need to. You can specify players. There'll be a whole list of ways that you can manipulate it to work for you, and if you want to give it to someone exclusive, it's going to be a lot of fun. We did a charity in December similar to this, so looking forward to do it again. Okay, I'm out of breath. So that's it for my announcements. You guys, my friends who have waited patiently, say goodnight to Twitch and Facebook.
Good night.
Not.
Good night.
Did we get everybody? Moomin, I don't think I heard you.
Son of a gun! Why does it keep doing that? I keep saying bye!
There you go.
Night!
We got you this time. And we're going to go raid somebody. So if you're looking for those channel points, we're going to get some more. And then just let everybody know wherever we're going. Ask them, do they hear the calling? And if you have the emotes, We Rise as One. We Rise as One. Let them hear it. And we'll be raiding them here shortly. Thank you once again. Have a good night, everybody. And do you hear the calling?